Traditional math practice often involves staring down a blank sheet of paper filled with repetitive equations. It is an isolating process that leads to frustration. Number Rummy incorporates math repetition into the mechanics of a classic card game, requiring players to perform strategic computation on every turn. To play, you need 2 to 5 players and a custom deck containing 8 copies of each digit card, from 0 through 9. A tactile, recognizable deck shifts the focus towards social strategy, prompting students to perform dozens of mental calculations as a natural part of play. Setting up a round takes less than a minute. One player shuffles the deck and deals exactly 7 cards, face down, to each person at the table. The remaining cards are stacked face down in the center of the play area to serve as the draw pile. Finally, the dealer will flip the top card of that draw pile face up, placing it right next to the deck. This single card starts the discard pile. With the hands dealt and the table set, active math practice begins immediately. The core objective is to organize the cards in your hand into books. A valid book consists of 2 or more cards whose digits combine to equal exactly 10. The simplest way to do this is with basic addition. For example, pairing a 6 and a 4 creates a valid book because 6 plus 4 equals 10. Players are not restricted to addition. You can use subtraction, multiplication, division, or any combination of operations you know. If you hold an 8, a 4, and a 5, you can divide 8 by 4 to get 2, and multiply that by 5 to reach 10. Every book must be formed using a mathematical operation. You cannot simply push a 1 and a 0 together to make the physical shape of a 10. Because any operation is allowed, players naturally start testing multiple equations in their head to see what works. A random hand of digits becomes a dynamic math puzzle. A player's turn follows 3 specific steps. First, they must draw one card, taking either the mystery card from the top of the draw pile or the visible card from the discard pile. Second, the player lays down any valid math books of 10 they have successfully calculated in their hand. Finally, the player selects one card from their hand and places it onto the discard pile to pass play to the next person. The round ends the moment a player goes out, meaning they have emptied their entire hand by playing valid books and making their final discard. If the main draw pile runs dry before anyone goes out, leave the top card on the discard pile, shuffle the rest of the discards, and place them face down to create a new draw pile. This constant cycle of drawing, calculating, and discarding keeps the pace fast and keeps every player engaged. As soon as a player goes out, all gameplay freezes so every player at the table can calculate their score for that round. This scorecard shows the distribution. The player who went out gets 7 points. Remaining players earn 1 point for each card used in a valid book, but must subtract 1 point for every card still held in their hand. After scoring, shuffle all the cards and deal a new round. The first player to accumulate a grand total of 50 or more points wins. This structure ensures that mathematical effort is rewarded even if you don't win the round, as successful calculations balance out unlucky draws. You can adjust the difficulty for different age groups by changing the target number to 30 or restricting younger learners to only addition and subtraction. Print out the deck provided in the lesson materials, set up a table, and bring it to your family or classroom this week. Replacing solitary worksheets with face-to-face play provides students with immediate feedback, real math conversation, and the richest kind of learning.